fellow Bitcoin miners. Well, I woke up to an awesome morning about a week ago. Johnny Bravo found a coin, had found a block, but at the same time, I noticed my hashing power was low. This miner right here died on me. Fortunately, I was able to get it up and running, and I'll tell you guys the story here in a minute. But while I'm down in the box, I want to show you, this was from batch 8. This was the second round I got. This one is also from batch 8, but this was the first round I got. Very first November, middle towards the end of November was when I got this one. I'm going to pause the video and go upstairs and explain the story. Alright guys, I'm back upstairs. So, hopefully you can hear me better than down in the box. Basically what happened was I came up here and I realized that I had a dead miner. So I do some research, I go to the forums, as you can see right over in here. I'm not sure what to do. We woke up and found a block this morning. But one of my miners is dead. Anybody has any idea how to fix it? So all I've done was try turning it on and off and then rebooting it. So I'd come over here, try to reboot it a couple of times. It would do nothing. It was just not producing any hashing power. I tried unplugging it for a couple of hours. That didn't work. I couldn't really think of anything else. The next thing I did, like I said, was post on the forums. After I posted on the forums, I decided to come over here. And then I decided to try a reset. There's a reset button down on the miners downstairs. And then I also performed the reset. I generated a backup using this button here. And then I went down to the forums, or down here, and then I went ahead and performed the reset. And that basically, once I did the reset, I got to this page. Cannot be displayed. I was like, great, I just broke it. But don't worry. It changed the IP address. So when it changed the IP address, it took me a minute to realize that. I went over to Advanced IP Scanner. This is the one I used. Download that and you can find your IP address. And once you have your IP address, you'll be able to pull up your miner again. So now I was fortunate enough. There was somebody on the forums, which is 727 miner. He's a hero member on the forums. This guy is awesome. Let me tell you something. He basically asked me if I did a download, and I'll put this in the links down below, guys. If I basically flashed it. I don't know what gave him the idea. I asked him that question, and I'll update you as I find out. So I went ahead and I downloaded it. Went back over in here and then flash new firmware image, and I went ahead, browsed it, flashed it, did my IP scanner again, and I got to the blank screen. Nothing. It was dead. So I finally went back downstairs about a day or so later, unplugged it for about 10 minutes, plugged it back in, went back to IP scanner, and now I have a working Bitcoin miner. Now, thank you again, 727 miner. He's a hero member. He saved my miner. I love it. But if you notice that it went to 600 on the frequency, so the new setting for whatever reason did that. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and set it back up to 700. I did ask 727 miner what his recommendation might be, but considering it came at a factory setting at 700, I think it would just be fine. I think that the newer ones came out at 600, or maybe the older ones came out at 600, and that's why the firmware is set that way. I'm not 100% sure. But again, all 4 miners are back up and running. I've had several people ask me about the pools and which ones I'm using. I am actually using Johnny's Bravos entirely right now. We have been pretty darn lucky as of lately. He's run a lot of contests. If we go to the home page, let's see. These are just block awards. So But he's basically run a lot of contests. The other day for Star Wars Day, it was win just under 2 BTC. If you found a block, unfortunately nobody did. Following day, Cinco de Mayo, you can win another 2 BTC if you find a block. But again, we've been really, really lucky. So glad to say my all four pieces of my hardware are up and running, and they are officially now paid for. I have not paid for the power supplies as of yet, but I have earned enough out of Johnny Bravo's mining pool. It's such a small pool, we get paid extremely well to pay for my miners. I'm very happy with this. This is awesome. You know, scared that one of them was broken and, you know, didn't quite work out, but hey, bottom line is it panned out to work out. So the pool itself is at 70%, 69.59%. So again, we've been really lucky, especially with this one, the 15%. We had a few just over 100, but still, we had some lucky ones prior to make up for it. So check us out, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I just wanted to make sure to share this stuff with you guys. Just to let you know my experiences, how it's going, what kind of bumps in the road I run into, and if it ever happens to you, maybe you'll see my video and you'll remember, hey, we can just go here and download this and update the firmware, and great. But, you know, who would have ever known? I thought I got a surge, or, you know, something zapped it, or who knows. But, all right, thanks, guys. You have a great night. Talk to you later on.